Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. I just wanted to tell a little story of how and why and the person who inspired me to go veg about 25 years ago. Actually, it'll be 25 years in November. People always ask me, what made you go veg or what happened or what was the reason? So I figured I'd answer those questions right now. Been telling the story over and over for years and years, but never in like a digital way. So here we go. So in 99, like late 99, I met the solo artist, and we started kicking it. He started coming over to the apartment, and I was in and like bring over munchos and 40s, and we watch graph vids and do black books and stuff. So, and he was like just a super rad dude and talk trains, and it was rad. And I don't know, one of the times he mentioned he didn't eat any meat, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like he didn't like look like the typical like vegan or whatever. So, I was like, whatever, that's cool, and just kept moving, and like once in a while, like he dropped little seeds about it, but never was preachy or say anything like else about it that much. And then like later that year, after knowing him for like a year almost, I lost a cat that I loved. She ran away, and I looked all over for her, and I was like super bummed. And I don't know, I was just like sitting in my room one night, and I remember thinking like, what's the difference between this cat that I love so much and a cow or a pig or a chicken or a fish? Like I never really had read any vegan or vegetarian like literature or anything. Like I knew about it from growing up in California, like in a commune style. I knew about healthy food and health food stores and stuff. But so I don't know why that just clicked in my head, and to me it just made sense. Like, why? All animals deserve to live, and they're human. They're beings like humans, and they deserve to live and not be like captured, tortured, enslaved, murdered, and all that stuff. So I remember thinking I'm gonna not eat meat anymore, and I was super poor at the time. Like me and Lack shared an apartment. I think I spent like $40 a month on groceries. I'd buy like ramen, like some like chicken or like burger patties, pre-made, like spaghetti, bread, peanut butter. Like that's like it really. And I remember like buying like a pack of chicken burgers, and I was like frying one up one night, and I'm like, this is the last piece of meat I'm ever gonna eat. And that was November 2000, and I ate it, and that was it. And it was crazy. Like the first year or so, I was like kind of didn't really notice much difference. I felt a little better, but like I was still eating a lot of like kind of processed crap, like veggie burgers and French fries and pizza, and I wasn't like fully vegan, so I was eating cheese and shit. So it wasn't for like maybe a couple years in where I went vegan where I really noticed like a difference, like where I like was able to like get off some medication I was on for anxiety. Like I started exercising, running, and my whole body changed. And before I was just like early 20s, like kind of high school dropout, got my GED, living in apartments, working shitty jobs, on disability at times, not really knowing what I was gonna do. Graffiti was everything. So after I went veg, I got a job, started going to college. It was kind of like a catalyst for everything in my mind. So I'll forever thank Soul Artist for kind of dropping that seed in my head. I don't think he knew it, and he was never pushy or preachy about it. So that was the way it stuck in my head. And yeah, it's been over 25 years. And I'm like I don't really talk about being veg that much. Like, yeah, obviously this page, I just came up with the name of it because I wanted to do some like vegan food content. But if you know me, I don't really care what other people eat. I literally like will go to a steakhouse and get a potato and a salad. I don't even talk about. Usually people ask me. I don't even like, oh, why aren't you eating meat? And I'll tell them. But I don't really care what other people eat. I think it's a very personal choice. And I think preachy like vegans are pretty annoying, honestly. Like I think it's I'm believe in the same cause, but like I don't think forcing people to watch videos or pressure them is the way to do it. So, but the Soul Artist was a great inspiration. He taught me how to make all my first vegan meals. Him and his wife, and like it was just amazing how they like inspired me because the food was so good and I felt so much better. It changed everything in my life. And yeah, it's just something I don't even think about now. It's just I don't eat meat and I don't eat dairy, and I just live my life, and I'm 50 years old. People always ask me, you don't look 50. And I'm like, I don't want to say it's being vegan or plants. I mean, it could be genetics or whatever, but I attribute a lot of it to, like, you know, eating clean, eating right, eating healthy, not putting that like violence and death and anxiety that the animals feel before they die into your body. I think is really important. You know, it's not like science or anything, but it's the theory I have that I live by. So yeah, that's it. I think it's kind of connected to graffiti because of Solaris, and we met over graffiti, and then it just became that. So I think it's kind of a cool story. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you stay safe out there. Have a good weekend, and talk to you guys soon. Peace.